What's up, YouTubers? It's your girl Shannon from EV and Chill, and today's video might be the final farewell video for the Hyundai Ioniq 5. And I know you're thinking like, what? Then why are you sitting in the Tesla? That's because the Ioniq 5, okay, it's actually right in front of me. J2 and I, we're at Starbucks right now. Our vehicles are fully charged, but we need some people fuel. So he's inside, he's getting coffee. Actually, coffee for him because he drinks coffee. I have tried so hard to like coffee. I've tried it black, I've tried mochas, I've tried that frap crap. I've tried coffee like 7 ways to Sunday, and I cannot find a way that I like it. So I'm getting a hot chockey. He's inside getting it. You can see here, you can take a look. The Ioniq 5 is right in front of me. But yeah, we're at Starbucks because we're about to take the Ioniq 5 on its last road trip like ever. Literally, it's like a one-way road trip. We're taking the Ioniq 5 to Richmond, Virginia, and we're cutting ties. We're parting ways. The Ioniq 5 is going out to pasture. Ooh, okay, J2 is coming with my hot chockey, so let me pick this up with you when we're on the road. So that's what we're doing. We are on our way to Richmond right now to sell the Ioniq 5. That might be shocking to some of you. To others, you might be thinking, well, you've had that vehicle a month already. Time to get it out the door. But we have had a lot of good times in the Ioniq 5. Truthfully, the vehicle actually surprised me. I'll share a few things that I liked about it in a hot minute. Okay, and let me back up, because if you're new to the channel, you might not know the Ioniq 5 is a 2022 all-wheel drive SE trim level. We bought it at MSRP. Say what? I know. So we bought it at $48,740. To me, I never thought I'd pay nearly 50 G's for a Hyundai, but here we are. We've lived through 2020. Things don't surprise me anymore. But very quickly, we learned the Ioniq 5 was not for us. And not even that, not the Ioniq 5 is not for us, but the trim level. We bought the wrong trim level. It was too basic. And I figured, hey, I'm a basic white girl, I can make that work. Truth be told, people, I'm not that basic. You might not know this about me, but I'm a little high maintenance. Don't ask my husband that. But anywho, but I figured like I can do basic. I don't need leather seats. I don't need a power lift gate. Truth be told, I could learn to live without those. I mean, I don't want to, but I could learn to do that. But then we learned that the Ioniq 5 did not have rear vents at all. Some of you people thought that it was in the pillars. It was not. The base trim level does not have air vents. How is that possible, people? Air vents in the rear should be standard on all vehicles across the board at this point. So I don't know what Hyundai was thinking there. Kind of missed the boat on that. I'm not going to go off on a tangent on it because I have done that in previous videos. So we came to the conclusion we need to get rid of that vehicle. In that time, we also purchased our EV6 wind trim level, which we wrapped. It looks so fire. If you want to see when we bought that video, check it out here. If you want to see when we wrap the video, check it out here. Just put both of those videos on your to watch list because you're going to love both of them. But when we came to the conclusion we wanted to sell the Ioniq 5, we did probably what a lot of you guys would do. We started getting appraisals from different places. And we did kind of the ones you immediately think of. CarMax, Carvana, Room, AutoNation. We hit all those up. And I'm going to tell you the offers in just a minute, but we ended up going in a completely different direction. To be honest with you guys, I'm a little shook at the appraisal number they gave us. Seriously, I think you're going to be too. But hold up, wait a minute, back this EV up. Before I tell you the appraisal numbers, first I want to talk with you about today's sponsor, and that is Link. And y'all, they are like a very informative service. If you're thinking about buying an EV, but you're not sure if an EV is right for you, or you know you want an EV, but you're not sure which one to get, these are the people that are going to be able to hook you up. Especially if you live on the West Coast, you guys. I mean, West Coasters, they are full of EVs, right? Even if you're just flirting with the idea of buying an EV, take their rapid recommendation quiz. It is super helpful. They can really help determine which EV is right for you. They'll get to know like your wants, your needs for a vehicle, like how far you travel. So they can really help narrow the selection down. I honestly wish we would have used them before we bought the Ioniq 5 SE trim level, because they would have told us that trim level would never have worked for us. They would have recommended like another EV or even a different trim level of the Ioniq 5. I mean, hindsight is 2020. I mean, I never want to go back to like the year 2020 because I mean, whoa. But vision wise, you know what I mean. So yeah, had we used them, they would have saved us like all the stress and the pain of buying an EV we didn't end up really liking, and then the hassle of trying to sell it. So we should have used them before, but we didn't. But you can save yourself the trouble that we're putting ourselves through. You can use them to find new EVs, used EVs. I mean, they even have like used Teslas on their website, so that's pretty legit. Okay, now let me get to these appraisals. Y'all, I'm about to blow your socks off. If you're not wearing socks, go put them on so I can blow them off. That sounds really funny. Okay, yeah, so first we got a quote from Carvana. We figured, well, I mean, we sold the Mach-E to Carvana. Like, it was a really easy process. I was kind of hoping we would use them again. And they came back with an offer of $43,000. $43,000, I was not disappointed. I mean, truthfully though, like internally, I thought it might be a little bit low, but I didn't have any other like baseline to go off of. I mean, there are no other Ioniq 5s on there, especially used Ioniq 5s, like not really much to go off of. So $43,000 was our baseline offer. And then I figured I would check out Vroom. And Vroom, even though we inputted all of our data and we like talked to them, they never got back to us with an offer. So Vroom was just a big old question mark. So moving on past Vroom, we took it to CarMax. CarMax offered $44,000. So okay, we're moving in the right direction, people. And then we tried AutoNation. AutoNation came back with an offer of $44,740, which was funny because that's like $3,000 literally to like the penny less than what MSRP was. So I thought that was pretty funny. So I figured like, okay, at this point, like low to mid 40s, that's what we can kind of expect to go with. But then one Saturday morning, I was laying in bed. I was reading my car forums, as the EV enthusiast that I am does, and I was reading that a lot of people were using car lots to sell their vehicle. I had never heard of car lots before, so this was new to me. But apparently they're kind of like across the nation a little bit. And so I figured, well, I don't even have to get out of bed. I'll just like copy and paste the VIN number and I'll get an instant quote. And I was not even expecting an instant quote. I figured they were gonna say what a lot of other websites said, like we don't have enough data to compare to give you an offer. We'll check back in like 72 hours with you. That's what I was expecting. But I got an instant offer back for $53,475. Are you serious? People, I thought that was a joke at first. I could not believe that offer. Like, that's literally more than MSRP. That is cray cray. I had to double check that they were giving me like the number in like USD. I thought maybe this is like Canadian money or something like that. But it was dollars. So that is it. That is why we're on our way to Richmond right now. Truth be told, I'm hoping this figure is going to be accurate, but truthfully, I am a little bit skeptical about it. But fingers crossed, I just want to project positivity. Hopefully this number will be accurate. Hopefully it won't take that long to sell too. Do you remember when we sold the Tesla Model 3 and we were literally at the dealership for hours? That's redonkulous. Mama not doing this anymore. But again, we're driving to Richmond because unlike Carvana and other places like that, like they don't come to you, you have to go to them. Richmond is the closest location. Again, fingers crossed this is gonna work out. We're like 36 miles away from there right now. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let you enjoy your last view of the Ioniq 5. Take a look at that booty because that booty, it is popping, people. Oh, and I did say earlier I was gonna share with you just a few things I liked about the Ioniq. Okay, number uno. There is a lot of space, especially in the second row. Very spacious. I was super surprised about that. Number dos. I did really like the operating system. Like the user interface is super responsive. It never glitched, it never froze. That was really cool. And Trace, the suspension was surprisingly soft. Like it was a really smooth ride. I really like driving the Ioniq 5. Now, I would almost say, and don't quote me on this, but I almost think that the suspension is softer than the EV6. I just feel like the EV6 is a little bit firmer. Now, I don't think the Ioniq 5 is going to be great for carving corners, but it is a comfortable family ride. Okay, I'm going to throw in a bonus what I liked about it. I did like that the Ioniq 5 had vehicle-to-load technology. Okay, now truthfully, we did not ever use that because you needed to buy a $500 adapter to be able to use it. Truthfully, I did think that was a little redonkulous because we just spent nearly 50 G's on a Hyundai, and then they're telling me I have to go buy like a $500 accessory. I mean, at that point, like this mama's gonna have to start an OnlyFans just to be able to afford the Hyundai, and that's crazy. Nobody wants to see this. But again, really cool technology. I just wish the adapter was included. Okay, so those are the good things I had to share with you about the Hyundai. I didn't just want to down it because truthfully, again, it is a really great vehicle. Okay, now that being said, we do have 35 miles to go until we get to car lots. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna let you admire the booty of the Ioniq 5 one last time, and then I'm gonna pick you up when we get there. People, my mind is blown. Like, I can't believe that just happened. We are done with car lots. That is it. We said bye-bye to the Ioniq 5. It took 36 minutes from start to finish to complete it, and they gave us everything they offered. Like, they gave us full appraisal for it. I have the check right in here. I don't know why I'm holding the folder like this. I just want you to see that I have it, and it says car lots on it because they gave it to me. Yeah, we got full appraisal value. Look at this. $53,475 right here. They wrote us a check right there. 36 minutes start to finish, and that includes like the 5 minutes it took for them to like walk around the vehicle, take some pictures of it, make sure it was like everything we said it was going to be. But yeah, so Ioniq 5, it is gone. Hasta la vista, sayonara, peace out. Now our car collection is down to 2 cars. I don't know, can you call 2 cars a collection? I don't think you can. Okay, now we're down to 2 cars. We've got our Tesla Model Y and we've got the EV6. So yeah, I'm still thinking of a name for the EV6. I'm kind of torn right now between Green Lantern or Esmeralda because it's kind of like emerald green, like Esmeralda, emerald. I thought that was kind of cute. If you have a better name, drop it in the comments below. This was just a really interesting experience for me. Again, we could have honestly like saved ourselves the trouble of doing all of this had we just used Link to begin with. But y'all, even if you guys are just thinking about buying an EV, like check them out to make sure you're like actually buying the EV that you should. I mean, at the very least, like take the rapid recommendation quiz. I'll put the links below in the description. But I'm gonna end this video right here because we have nearly a 2-hour drive back home. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this here. If you guys have any ideas for what to name the EV6, again, drop them in the comments below. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.